right, so this is going to be a review for Dave Silva, who's out in the Skool community. My first time watching this. Let's see, 16-and-a-half-year-old closed $900 per month client in 22 minutes. Let's see this, brother. Love seeing the hustle, so let's see.
All right, could you say me?
Yeah, I can see you.
I can't see you, Michael. I think your camera is safe.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael. How are you? I'm good. How are you doing?
Okay. So primarily for that beginning portion, it was really good for him to get on camera if that's what you're doing as well. But yeah, you're asking him like how you doing. It's kind of setting the frame a little bit that like you're under asking him how he's doing. All you have to do is just be like, hey, can you hear me? Can you see me? All that stuff. Sweet. Let's get started. You move on, you transition right away, or you can ask where they're calling from as well. Just if you want a little bit of an icebreaker, build rapport for a couple minutes or so. But yeah, starting a call with how are you doing, especially for a sales call when they booked in with you. Yeah, it's just a framing thing as well too, because you want to have as much leverage as possible. But you got the close on this one, so let's continue.
Yeah, fine.
All right, mate. So,
Done.
I've been looking into your stuff for a while. And what's that you were on the Facebook video on your page?
Facebook video.
Yeah, your Facebook. I took a look at your social media profiles and your website. It looks awesome. Yeah, your logo is pretty awesome. But now,
All right. So with framing as well, when you pump their tires up and said like things are awesome, they're on a call with you because things are not going awesome. They got a problem to fix as well. I know you're just confirming a few things on here. I'm not quite sure what the offer is either, because I'm coming in with zero context. I'm just here for the close or whatever. But when you're double checking with like, hey, that's awesome. Hey, that's awesome kind of thing. You don't want that frame of mind because things are not going awesome for them. Things are actually going pretty shit because that's why they're on a call with you. So just keep that in frame of mind. Just be very neutral. Be careful of your words and be very, very neutral with what kind of direction that you want to go in, especially right at the beginning. But let's see where this goes.
yeah, I think I have a good idea. So just tell me about when you got started and all that stuff.
Yeah. So this company was actually registered last year. In the last 2 years, that is 2021, 2022. So it was just 2023 this year that we started operating. But currently, our new batch of staff that we have recruited are still undergoing training. So expecting to start work effectively in January. So we are currently a care agency, but we have put on.
God bless you, dude. I don't fucking understand a word what this guy's saying. Not a fucking clue, but let's see.
Sending of all documentation to be registered with the CPC. So we submitted our application to CPC. Just awaiting their evaluation and decision. Yeah.
All right. So, now just talk to me about how to get new clients for your business.
I don't know if you had a fucking clue what he said either. You moved on to the next topic. With here, you need to mirror a little bit back and respond to a few of his points there. But like I said, I don't have a fucking clue what this guy said. I would literally just tell him like, hey, do you mind repeating that? Like, I don't know if the microphone's kind of off or something like that. Or, hey, can you put some headphones into your computer so that it's a lot less reverb and such? And it also brings you as an authority because they're going to start listening to you as well. When you start to ask them to do little things like that, it's them saying yes, and that actually builds a lot more trust when you ask them to do very, very small things and they do them for you. So like, hey, do you mind grabbing some headphones because there's a lot of reverb in the back? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. They're already starting the precedent for you to do things that you ask them to do, and that rapport is just built in naturally, and that trust is just built in naturally just through basic human psychology as well. But I like how you moved on to this form of questioning as well, but let's see.
In this meeting, I just want to see what you tried in the past and what you're trying as of now. in order of getting new clients, and let me see how we could help.
Yeah. So getting new clients is really difficult. So now, for now, I'm registered with some outsourcing companies who some care homes and hospitals have outsourced their employment rule to them. So we have been registered with them, and when there's need for agency workers in the care home, probably we are being assigned to. So that is why I'm currently doing. Yeah. So I've actually not gotten an individual client that are potential.
God bless you, dude. If you're able to understand him, I would have already hopped off the call. I don't have a fucking clue what this guy is saying, but bless you, dude, for understanding what he's saying.
But I'm actually searching. They are searching and sending proposals, those pricing to a whole lot of places, but not received response yet. Yeah.
All right. So, have you also tried ads in the past? You
What I would do there is I can reconfirm what he said. So it's like, hey, just to double check, is that all organic that you've been doing, or is there some ads in there? And then they will elaborate a little bit further on there without you having to take up more time asking questions, because it should be them talking for like 80%, 90% of the time, while you're asking questions about 10 to 20% of the time. Mostly just trying to get a feel and see if they're even right for your offer as well. But from what it sounds like, this guy's pretty eager though. So
like Facebook ads or Google ads or like that.
don't elaborate. Literally just stay silent when you're like, hey, have you tried ads? Like, don't even elaborate saying like Facebook, Instagram, just say ads and let him answer. Even though it might be awkward for a couple seconds or so, let him answer, because then they're just going to spiel. They're just going to keep going and going and going until you stop them, essentially. So make it like, even though it may seem uncomfortable at times or so, especially like, hey, you want to fill in that silence a little bit. I know you're on the young side as well too, Dave. But when you do more of these calls, you're going to get a grasp of like, hey, like, I've done this before, like, hey, elaborate. Like, I can't really help you unless you elaborate a little bit more and such. And kind of that silence from the back end of your question without continuing on, it insinuates it.
Yeah, for now, our social media apps are not actually functioning well because we're not getting somebody to actually monitor it to make it, function properly. So that is the only thing, yeah.
Yeah. So I was just looking at your social profiles, and yeah, they're fine. You know, your logo looks okay, but
This is how you should have started the call, man. Just say, yeah, it's okay, kind of thing. Like, yeah, it's not bad. Like, put the seed of doubt in the mind of your prospect that they're not fucking doing enough. This is what you should have done at the beginning of the call. You already said the logo's awesome. If he remembers that, if he has two brain cells to work together, he would literally come back and just say like, "Didn't you just say it was awesome literally 2 minutes ago? Like, what are you talking about?" So you have to remember to be very consistent with your words. And I would have framed this a little bit earlier on in the call if that's what you're currently doing, because I know this is probably an SMMA offer. So
yeah, definitely something that you could improve.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess
I like the frame there a little bit, but yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be smiling there. I know you're just probably kind of excited for the call and such like that, but just be very neutral, like you've already done this a million times.
You told me you use, I think, hospital referrals. I didn't quite hear at that point, actually.
Yeah, so we are currently with nobody in the hospital referral, but we actually have registered with these magazines that have been published and sent to the hospitals and that. So we are just waiting probably to get our first referral. So probably, who knows what is going on. Yeah. But currently we have not gotten the hospital referral yet.
All right, mate. So what are the main services you offer in your home care agency? I think you also offer live-in care as well, or?
Yeah, so living care, you are looking for living care, you're looking for a care agency where we can go in and come any of them, yeah.
All right, so now these methods you told me, using to get new clients. I'm just curious, mate. How does that work for you as of now?
Sorry, I didn't hear you well.
Yeah, as I was just asking
Come
that.
again.
So, brother, you need to have headphones or something with this because the reverb is just kind of insane on both of you guys. That's why it's very important to have either headphones or something with a microphone just like this that you can talk to because it cuts out all the noise and the reverb that happens on a regular laptop or PC or anything like that. Just something to keep in mind for it. Like, this is literally like, I think it was like 12 or 13 USD for something like this, and you can hear the microphone on it. Like, it's not the worst, it's not the best either, but it's fucking quick. And because I don't use AirPods, I don't use like Bluetooth or anything like that, EMF stuff. I don't use any of that, but yeah, man, like it's gonna cut up so much noise, and you guys all just like what, and it looks way more professional as well. Like you're on a speed and you're on a dial. If you have either a headset or headphones, kind of like this, that you can quickly move on. And AirPods also kind of put you on a pedestal as well. But I used to have AirPods myself, but I don't use them anymore, mainly for health reasons and such. So yeah, let's carry on.
These methods that you use to get new clients as of now, how did they perform for you as of now?
As of now, you see that it's not because that method normally it's not actually consistent because it's as and when the
I'm fucking so curious how you close this guy, man. I can't wait to see how you did it because he sounds like a fucking idiot.
the home or the
Like, it sounds like this guy barely even remembers to drink water sometimes. Like, what the fuck?
outsourcing company, the home informed the outsourcing company that they needed a sheet cover before you can get some, and it's like there's a whole lot of agencies fighting out for one particular sheet.
Yeah.
He has no fucking clue about his process for his own business. Not a fucking clue. And this is where you're able to literally call him out for it. But for like an SMA or like any sort of ad offer, I personally, when I was running my agency, I would never work for anyone unless they already had the proof of concept already developed anyway. I would never have an ethical reason to close them unless they already did it well organically. If they didn't do it well organically, there's not a fucking chance that it's going to work with ads. Not a chance, because when you're running ads, you should be running the winning organic offers that work for the warm and hot audience and sharing it to the cold audience just to see if it works. But if there's zero proof of concept, and this guy has no fucking clue how to even get clients clients himself from what it sounds like I would just run like the fucking wind. But let's see you close him, bro.
So when the leadership comes over and you are able to identify it earlier, then it means that you do not see it early, different agency picks it. And that's how it is. So it's just like first come, first serve issue. Which is making life a little bit difficult, yeah.
What the fuck is he even talking about?
Alright, so, yeah, when you say like, they're not consistent and, it sounds like wild, to be honest. Have you done?
Sounds wild, aka you're full of fucking shit. That's funny, because I think you have no idea what the fuck this guy's doing either. Like, I have zero fucking clue, but I like your tone. It's being very playful as well, too, and you're trying not to laugh as well. I would have just gone the fuck off the phone by this point, but you're just getting started, bro, so let's see.
Done anything to, like, fix this, Michael? In the past?
Good question.
No.
Hasn't done anything to fix anything. Of course he has, and that's why he has a problem, and that's why he's on the call with you.
Okay. So...
Very neutral response right there. Okay. And then you ask, like, well, why haven't you?
Yeah. To be honest, what do you think, if this about advertisements, doing advertisements and all.
All right, so you shifted focus right there. You should have dug deep on that pain and you should have called him out there and been like, well, why the fuck haven't you done anything, dude? Like, why are you on the call today? Why are you wasting both of our time if you haven't done anything for this yourself? Like, why are we wasting time here? Like, what's the difference and how long have you had this problem for? You gauge how long they have the problem for. Well, during that time, like, why haven't you done anything to fix it? And they'll tell you literally why they haven't fixed it. They'll tell you about their personalities. They'll tell you all these different things that were issues. And 99% of the time, when they come with these issues as well about not fixing their problem, 99% of the time, they will blame it on the external. So they will blame it on other things, other people, other events. They won't put the blame on number one, on themselves. And that is the point that you have to come across in order to close people on the pain points. The pain that they have and not being able to take action on their path to fix this problem has caused them to show up on a call and get the assistance and help from a 16-year-old, essentially. Like, that's how much this guy's having a fucking problem as well. He's fucking desperate to fix his issue. And he has no idea what the fuck his issues are, his problems are, how long they've been going, because he has no fucking clue. So just call him out on it. On there, if you have someone that's like, well, how long have you had this issue? Like, why haven't you done anything to fix it? And what's going to, like, why do you want to even fix it now that you're on a call with me? Like, what are you going to do to try to help your problem? Because I am not a miracle worker. I can't fucking do everything for you. You're going to have to play up the snuff. Like, do you take accountability for your actions over the last couple of years? And what are you going to do to try to fix this now? Are you going to start taking accountability now? Or are you still going to blame things on the external? That's what you have to kind of get down to. There's going to be some times where you're going to have some confrontation with some of these prospects as well too, especially with retards like this that have no fucking clue how their own business even operates as well. So just when you're taking more calls, you hear more and more of this, because I think you're kind of shocked that I think you're shocked that this guy has no clue how his business even operates or what the fuck goes on. And I honestly just think you're pretty shocked on that. So let's see how you shifted it a little bit. I would have dug way more into his pain points.
Bad stuff. What's your perception?
You see, you're going on there because there's about a second or two of silence right there. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and let them take care of the answers for it. You are the authority. You don't have to drag these answers out from them. You're the authority. They should be verbal diarrhea.
Probably, right? I think advertising probably can also help business people who have not even heard about your business get to hear about it and get to know more about it. So what I think we are currently lacking is that we will not be able to make people know much about us. So a lot of people don't know about us. So that is what is making it difficult to break in. So
Yeah, exactly. So, in a perfect world, this issue with the not consistent clients, that didn't exist, and if you were able to get like 5-10 new clients a month, would you be able to handle that?
Yeah, I'll look to handle. So, because one thing about it, we have a license also to sponsor migrants, so we have a lot of sponsors migrants, and we have some of our workers have been sponsored, and they are on our visa and they've come in here. So we have a lot of we have room for it, and we have systems that will be able to help us handle all these issues. Yeah.
Call him out here. What fucking systems, dude? What are you talking about? Why are you, like, what fucking systems are you talking about? If you have the systems and they work, then why are you even on a call with me if they already work? What problems are we trying to solve here? Like, he has a problem that he needs to solve, and he's just diverting it to systems like a bunch of random external bullshit. You need to call him out on this one, but let's continue.
Okay. So,
Can handle it.
yeah, Michael, I'm sorry. I don't know if you could hear me well. I think.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. So, you know,
Never say sorry on a call. That's the other thing. Don't be Canadian, bro. Don't say sorry, even if your mic goes out or if it shows up internet unstable. It might show up to them that your internet's unstable or something like that. Literally just say like, oh, I'm just working remotely or something like that. Like literally, like the whole point of this group is we're working remotely. Sometimes you're going to be in some areas with some shitty Wi-Fi. It's happened to me like dozens and dozens and dozens of times before. Just ask them like, hey, if you see the internet unstable or whatever, just say, hey, can you still hear me? Yeah, okay, sweet. And then you just move on. Be super neutral, dude.
if this issue just leaves to be not fixed, would it impact on you? You know, this can.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd be bad.
Let him talk. Because now you went sideways a little bit, but you're back on the pain point. So you reverted back to pain right now. About the impact, like you should be doing it as like a cost, like how much is this costing you, both in either time or money, this issue, and then so that you can get a dollar figure as well. I don't even know if you know how much this guy makes. I don't know what the application process was for him either. We haven't even gotten to numbers and such, but it's a little like I see what you're trying to do with the path. You are following a script as well. I don't know whose script it is, but yeah, it's kind of like zigzagging all the way, and you're doing a bunch of extra work that could have actually saved you a little bit more time. Even though you said that this closes in about 22 minutes, but yeah, let's see, let's see the magic.
Yeah. No worries, mate. So, you know, I just. So basically, what I was gonna ask is that, you know, in a part, like when you first started this business, I'm sure you had like a grand vision for it, isn't that right? Yeah. I guess my question.
So you answer your own question there, dude. Don't smile. If you're gonna be on camera, don't smile. It's all neutral. Be super neutral. Like you've done this a million times, and like you shouldn't be smiling. This guy's literally like said that he's completely impacted by this. And be like, well, tell me, like, how is it impacting you? You need to dive deeper, bro. Dive way, way deeper into the pain. Where this guy literally will tell you he has sleepless nights, restless nights, thinking about this stuff. You're kind of jumping over them, and you're missing an opportunity to really smack it around a bit. So
Question is that, you know, are you as far along in the journey as you thought you could be? I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. So, all right.
dude, just stay in silence. Just don't smile, don't acknowledge, like, is that true? It's like, yeah, that's true. And then you just nod like this. Like, this is how you do it when you do those answers. You just nod and be like, yeah, it's true. And then you're like, just don't say anything. And then they'll just start elaborating because then it's just an awkward silence kind of thing. Just like how you're feeling the awkward silence. You haven't even, like, pitched the money or anything, and the awkward silence is already there. But like you're gonna get this with doing more and more reps, more and more calls. You just kind of sit there and be like, yeah, isn't that true? It's like, yeah, it's true. And then they're going to feel so awkward after a couple seconds of you going. And if he doesn't say anything in 5 to 10 seconds or so, like 10 seconds, like, hey, do you mind elaborating on it so that I know like what kind of impact that is on you? Just stay in silence, dude. Like make people kind of uncomfortable because their problems are uncomfortable. They're on a call with you because they're done being uncomfortable as well. So, yeah, well, let's see.
Right. So, I just, you know, how would you charge for, you know, a service or not? I guess.
So this is the information you should have got on your application. He should have told you how much he's already making on a month-to-month basis, and this should have already been kind of covered as well. As long as you are following the protocol and following the trainings that are also inside the remote sales one-on-one community, you're going to be able to see here that you're going to need this information before getting on the call, and then you should just be reconfirming those numbers on the call instead of just trying to get the numbers on the call because you don't want to waste your fucking time, bro. You're busy. You're an agency owner. And you're closing people. Like you got fucking people to close. Like you shouldn't be asking them this stuff on the call because it wastes a lot of time, and they should have already filled this out in an application while they were scheduling a call with you.
I'm just curious. You charge like around £15 an hour. How's your pricing looks like?
Yeah, so my current price is not that much. Yeah, so let me. My current we are charging 15.5K per hour. That which is VAT inclusive. Yeah.
All right, so
Not a clue what he just said.
like 15.52 per hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So VAT is included. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Would you mind if I just go ahead and share a bit more about myself and what I do and
Okay.
how we can help you, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So, my name is Dave, and to be honest, I'm not British, to be honest.
What the fuck? Wait. I missed that.
And
Okay.
how we can help you. Okay.
So VAT is included. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Would you mind if I just go ahead and share a bit more about myself and what I do and
Okay.
how we can help you, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're switching. Okay, now you're going into the clothes and stuff like that. Okay.
Okay. That's
So, my name is Dave.
I wouldn't have switched to the clothes here, all that sort of stuff. And you shouldn't introduce with your name. Like, that's just kind of awkward. He's on here because he knows your name, he knows who you are, and stuff like that. He wouldn't know, like, who you are and all that stuff. So, you've probably already spoken to him previously as well. But yeah, it's kind of unnecessary to go over and mention your name again.
And to be honest, I'm not British, to be honest. And I'm a mix
Why? Who gives a shit?
of Portuguese and Sri Lankan. So, and when I was since I was like 15 years old, I used to run ads for my dad. He's a doctor, so I ran ads for his private practice and, get him new clients.
Awesome. So if this is a part of the pitch as well too, like you can also ask him permission, like, hey, do you mind if I share your screen, share my screen really quickly, and then you can show him the ads that you've already done for your dad as well. Just adds a little bit extra onto there too, and it could be a part of your pitch as well, because then it shows that you are an authority, you've done this before. But I wouldn't even mention your dad. Don't say that you did something for your dad. Say, hey, I did this for a dental client, or I did this for a doctor client, like whatever type of niche or whatever. Just say, I did it for this client. Do you mind if I show you real quickly? And then you go into this. You don't have to say that it's a family member. Repeat your name and stuff like that. I know you're nervous. You're young and stuff, but don't say that, because then people will be like, well, then that means that like your dad, you didn't charge your dad, obviously, for a service. So yeah, let's see.
And recently, I came up with this system that could generate a lot of revenue, a lot of clients for you. Any business, of course, but I chose to help home care services because, because my dad is a doctor, so it makes sense for me to go after healthcare niche.
Dude, you need to check out the live videos there, or you need to check out the 30K call reviews. Put down, because what, you're charging this guy $900 a month. I think the 30K call reviews of like $555. Dude, literally steal my closing formula. You can literally steal it. You can watch how I close $30,000 worth of deals inside of that training, so that you don't have to keep going back and doing like working on the pitch, working on the presentation. You can literally steal my whole formula inside of the 30K closes inside of the classroom tab of Skool, for the remote sales 101 community. Literally, you can steal the whole thing. I don't give a fuck. Steal it, make it your own personality as well. Dude, you're gonna be able to close these guys super easy with it. Instead of reverting back, mentioning your dad, like it just lowers your authority. When you mention doing things for your dad, repeating your name, all this sort of stuff, it lowers your authority, which makes someone less likely to close as well, because they're not going to view you that you're an expert that can help fix their problem. It actually lowers your value, essentially, if you start mentioning some of this stuff. So you're starting to dig your own grave, which happens to a lot of rookie closers, a lot of rookie salespeople. They start digging their own grave, and they have no idea that they're digging in their own grave until it's way too fucking deep. So, dude, get the 30K call reviews in the classroom. It will literally make you so much more money as well. But yeah, let's hear the close.
So that's how I got started and all. But yeah, I'm just gonna tell you how we can help you if you allow me.
Okay, then that's fine.
Yeah. So basically, what we do, Michael, is that
So you already asked them twice to go into the close.
we run
You didn't need that last one, but I can tell you're a bit nervous because this might be your first, second, or third close or something like that. So
a combination of paid ads as your business, and we also mainly on Facebook, to be honest. And we generate the leads and do all the back and forth process with them, follow up with them, make sure they're not time wasters, and
you haven't put a value on what you're providing or what you're servicing either, and you don't really know what the lifetime value is because it's SMA. You need to know lifetime value per client. If this guy's charging $15 an hour, like how long are they doing? Like how long does the client work with you? Is it a year or something like that? 8 hours a day, so that you can get a number of what lifetime value is, and then you can say, I get and generate these leads that are going to be worth this amount of money, so that you can put a dollar figure for it. So it's a lot easier for you to make the close and say like, hey, I'm offering you $16,000, $20,000, even more worth of value per month, and it's only going to be $900 per month, all that sort of stuff. But dude, you can literally steal my closing, steal everything from the 30K call reviews, so that you're not going back and forth on this one, because I think you're reverting back to script, non-script here a little bit, and you need to have practice, dude. Show up to the live calls again. Let's practice all of this out as well. But dude, you need to get the 30K call closes. It's gonna help you immensely, Dave. It'll help you immensely, dude.
then we're able to book appointments on your behalf, and
because you haven't shown any value of what you've done. The pain points, you kind of covered it a little bit, but you scraped over it. I would have went way deeper into that. And I don't know if this guy can even afford your services, because he hasn't even told you how much he makes per month either. From what it sounds like, it's probably not even that much either. So yeah, like I wouldn't even came to the close. Like, you're way too fucking early. Like, dude, you need to have a conversation with this guy, essentially. And you went into the close like 9-10 minutes in, way too fucking early. You could have saved time with a little bit, but you needed him to speak a lot more on these pain points as well before going into the pitch, because the pitch should just be the easiest thing, because the value should have already been built out before then.
then what we do is that we hand them off to you. So that's kind of what we do. So yeah, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
That's briefly what we do. So would it be okay if I just go ahead and share my screen and show you some ads that are working in the area?
There we go. That's what I like to see, dude. Yes, social proof.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I think we go to Facebook.
Oh, dude, you had to be prepared for this one, man. You should have everything already open, already ready to go, and not wasting time on here, because it just looks super unprofessional.
Ad library. So
Don't mumble to yourself either. I know you're nervous for this call as well, but don't mumble to yourself. Don't fucking say a word. Not anything, but you should have everything already all set up here.
let me go home care. Now, when it comes to your area, it does not seem to be actually not much ads to be running in the area. This is zero results because not much companies advertising in the area. Almost all of them that I talked to was like using a hospital referrals, so something like that. So it's a great opportunity. But when it comes to like Salford or a city like that, there's a lot of companies, Salford, Manchester, and especially this company, say Homestead Salford, is also it's a great company that runs Facebook ads to generate new clients. And if we go to these filters and see ads that are running for a long time, I mean like from November 1, we can see ads that are performing really well. Let me tell you why I said that. These ads are running for a long time, isn't that, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like how you draw them back in to be like, oh yeah, they've been doing it for a long time or so. But yeah, for things like this, it could be a lot smoother. But I like where you're going there. I want to see how you close it.
the first reason they're running for a long time, that the first thing that could happen is that they're losing money or they're earning money. So businesses don't like to lose money. So these ads are usually these ads are performing really well. As you can see, this photo, let me just go see our details. If you go here, you can see that this photo is very organic. People are used to see these kind of photos in Facebook, and there's a little bit of text, and that triggers the prospect to actually stop scrolling and look at the picture, and they will read this copy. Actually, copy is not the best in this one, but yeah, this ad seemed to be performing really well. Yeah, that was kind of.
You would say like, hey, these are performing well. You go and say, yes, they are performing well, and then you just kind of shit on the copy for the ads that are performing well. Yeah, you could have commented instead of shitting on it and be like, hey, but like if I was doing their ads kind of thing, like they would have actually like way more money because my copy, no one competes with my copy on here. So then you can show like little examples of your copy and such like that, or what you would do as examples for his specific niche, his specific offer as well.
Kind of some of the.
Because, dude, you can't shit on an ad that's working, and that's why they still have it running and stuff like that. You can't shit on it because obviously the copy is working if they're still running the ad.
Photos that are running in the area, and yeah, I guess Michael. So, do you have an idea about how Facebook ads look like and the lead forms and all that?
Not really. Don't have an idea about that. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Facebook lead form is basically, when people click the ad, when you see the ad and just click the ad, they're gonna lead into a form basically where they have to fill their name, phone number, and email. We can do whatever you want. If you don't use email to actually follow up with customers, we don't need to get the email, I think.
Oh, okay.
So, really, really important, dude, before people get on a call. So, your goal on these calls is to close them on the offer. So, the offer being like yourself, Dave, or whatever your offer is for SMA, you need to close them on yourself and that you're the right person to do the ads for them. They should already be sold on Facebook ads. If you have to sell them on Facebook ads on whether or not they work or not, you have to get them to then, you have to overcome that limiting belief of them not thinking that ads work. So you have to overcome and get them to say, yes, ads do work. But then you have to, you have to close them on whether or not Facebook ads is even right and whether or not they're even good. But then you have to close them again on that yourself and your offer is the right person or business to be able to do and run the ads for them. Because if they're already sold on ads, that's excellent. That job is already done. You don't have to close them on ads or explain anything to them. But as soon as you have to close them on that, and you have to close them on yourself and your offer and your own company. That's the harder part, and that's what you should only be closing on, is on that later half. You shouldn't be closing them on Facebook ads at all. They should already be sold on it. They should know about Facebook ads before even hopping on a call with you. That's why they're on a call with you, because they want to be able to get help with digital advertising as well. So it's just something to keep in mind, because if you have to close them on multiple different things, it's going to make your life so much harder, way more harder. So just keep that in mind as well. Like, they should already understand and how ads work before even hopping on a call with you, just so that, like, you can then just close them on yourself and your own offer and your own business.
Yeah, so we just have to collect their phone number and name. So, and then what we do is that we call them up, call them and see if they're prime investors and they're serious about this. And we book a day and time that they're comfortable with, and also you're comfortable with as well, which is basically booking an appointment with them. And then we put them on a spreadsheet and hand
How the fuck did you get this guy to pay any money? I'm so curious.
them off to you. So that's what we do basically now. Now, Michael, do you think that could really help you? Or?
Yeah, that will help actually. It will help very well.
Alright, so, when you say you could help, that could help you guys, in what ways? You told me that you...
Yeah.
I like how you're digging there. Like, hey, like, what do you mean it'll help? Like, how will it impact your business? How will it help out? Like, how much more money are you going to be able to get just with doing this? How much time are you going to be able to save with this? Like, with your time, like, you can spend it more with your, like, what would you do with that time? You want to spend it more with your family? Do you want to go on vacation? Do you want to have a lot more freedom? All this sort of stuff, just to be able to get them a little bit more excited. But I like how you reframed it to ask them, because this is now, you're literally right now you're doing a temperature check a little bit, and you're asking them to reconfirm how it's going to be helpful so that they're sold on the product. I really like this this phrase of questioning, Dave. Really like it, because you're doing a temperature check essentially, and you're getting them to kind of close on the offer.
Yeah.
So that means that at least we'll be able to you have been to identify the people who really need the service, so that at the moment when you are going forward, you know that this person actually needs the service, so you know how to actually relate with the person and how to discuss with the person.
Let them have the verbal diarrhea. Exactly. Let them explain. Shut the fuck up. Let them say how this is going to help them, how it's going to severely impact, increase that revenue, increase profitability for his business. Let him spew how it's going to help him.
What to do, the person's needs. So that's fine.
All right, so
I wouldn't even have cut him off right there. I would have just kept nodding and let it be 2 to 5 seconds of silence right there. Because odds are he will continue to tell you things on how it's going to help it even more. Because people don't like that. Like I mentioned already before, people don't like that space of silence, that awkwardness a bit. Because they're going to continue to talk just to kind of fill the air as well a little bit. So just remain silent and just kind of nod in like a curiosity way. Kind of look and be like, Just like that. That's all you have to do if you're on camera.
Right, Michael. I guess I don't feel like I have more questions left, to be honest. Do you feel like anything that that we haven't covered yet that I need to know?
So all of this. What are the price, the cost implications?
Yeah, that was I just gonna tell you. So
I wouldn't even acknowledge what he said right there and be like, yeah, totally get it kind of thing. But I could have gone and elaborated a little bit more on the help thing. Like, I wouldn't even got him to even talk about price. I wouldn't even acknowledge what he said. Essentially, I would dig a little bit more on how it would help his business, talk about money, talk about time freedom, talk about what does he want his kids to be able to succeed, all this sort of stuff, to get more money and what that means to him. There's a lot of things missing from this call. Literally 95% of what I cover in my calls are missing in here. So let's see.
If you don't mind, I could just go ahead and share about the investments and the next step.
Love it, bro. He asked for price. You said investment. Dude, this is something that even seasoned closers and seasoned salespeople even fail here. So awesome job saying investment, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually charge a retainer fee for this.
I would have got him to do a little bit more of a temperature check as well too. and just have reverted back a little bit about like, hey, so if we're able to get this, this, and this, and this all done, is this something that you would want to be able to move forward with? And then they'll say like, yeah, like let's go over price, like let's do that just so that you can get the yes. But you're doing a pretty decent job with it, especially since you're 15, 16 years old. So.
Yes, and our retainer fee for creating the ads, managing campaigns, optimizing campaigns, copywriting, following up, and booking appointments and all that is completely done free for 30 days.
So when you mention like all the stuff that you're offering, you should have like either a list or they see the list of everything that's all offered on there. But the offers, this stuff, it's not the important part. It's literally like your work. They don't give a fuck about the work that you're putting into it and all the features. They just want to know whether or not it's going to make money for them. So you have to say like, hey, so this is where the money comes into play, where LTV of a client, like, hey, what would an extra 25 to 30 clients, like what kind of impact would that have? But you don't have the numbers. You don't know what the LTV, the lifetime value of one client is going to be worth them. You don't have those numbers. So this whole point of this portion of the call, like it's not going to click. The value isn't going to click on there. So that's why I'm so curious how you closed them. So let's see.
All that is completely done free for 30 days. Because of Christmas offer, we would like to give an offer for every Christmas, which is a 30 days of free trial, and also we reduce our price for customers who are starting Christmas by £200. So it's actually 600.
So you're discounting before? I'm so confused. Like already discounting free. Now the word free discount is already in their mind, which it shouldn't even be in their mind at all at this point. It should just be straight up with the investment.
By £200. So it's actually £600, but now because of Christmas offer, and you're starting in Christmas month, it's £400, £400 a month. And to be honest, you'd also have to spend with Facebook for the ads. It's not going to go for us. It's going to go directly from you to Facebook. So for the ads. And it's going to be at least £15 a day you have to spend, but you can of course adjust it.
So you mentioned £15 because that's the number that he gave you before for like an hour. Like it's £15. Like I understand what you did right there, but I would have done that way earlier in the fucking call, bro. Way fucking earlier. But as soon as you mention price, you gotta shut the fuck up, bro. Literally shut the fuck up. You're still going. Now you're quiet.
And of course, adjust it.
Okay, so that's fine. So with this one, do you have a minimum of a contract period or just without the contract?
Not actually, you're not like bound to us or anything like that until the free trial. So in free trial, even if we do the sales for 2 weeks and you can just walk away with all the clients you generate. Let's say in 2 weeks you get about 2-3 clients from our advertising and all that stuff, and you can just kick me out or you just walk away with those 2 clients.
Bro, you're lowering your value here. Like I don't know why you're elaborating. You're talking so much. I don't know why. Bro, there's like 3 minutes left on this. Like, how do you get the credit card info in like 3 minutes and process it? Like,
if you want, you're not bound to us or anything like that, Michael.
Dude, you need to have, if you're on an SMMA, you gotta have a 3-month deal, 6-month deal, all that sort of stuff. Like, I fucking hate free trials so fucking much. And dude, you're smiling. Like, don't even like smile. Like all this sort of stuff. Like, it's your first calls and stuff like that. You gotta be super neutral. Like, you've done this before, and you don't give a fuck about the result, or you don't give a fuck about the outcome, essentially. But yeah, let's see.
Okay.
All right, so
then what happens after the trial?
After the trial, we don't actually charge you until you make money. So it's a pay after service delivery, which is after the first 30 days. If you decide to continue the service, totally depends on you. And after you get we don't charge you a single penny until you start seeing those appointments in your calendar.
Okay. Oh, then that's fine. So you only start making some payment towards it when you begin to get appointments and getting some clients.
So, to be honest, our next step would be to actually schedule our next call where we have to set up your Facebook ad manager as it considered to be, and I will send you a form which is you have to fill in a bit more information. There's some questions about your services and all that stuff, services offer and your ideal customer and age range and all that. And after that call, we can of course start creating the ads, and realistically it's gonna take up to half a week to actually start seeing the results.
Okay, then that's fine. Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, he's getting everything for free. Like, what? Who gives a shit? He probably doesn't even know he has to pay £15 a day, bro. Like, he literally probably thinks everything's all free. I guarantee it.
yeah, Michael, almost ready to go.
Yeah. So I'm expecting to receive your email. Yeah.
All right, this ain't a close, bro. Yeah, he's just asking for more info and getting an email at the end. Like, this isn't close. Like, I don't know why you said $900 per month on this one in 22 minutes. It didn't happen.
Yes.
Or like maybe I spoke too soon and there's another minute left. Maybe it changes in a minute, but yeah, let's see.
So I'm just gonna send you an email with the. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send you our client intake form, which is that form that I talked about, and if you fill it today, and we can just do our next call later today or tomorrow morning. If we, what do you have?
Okay, bro, the framing is so off. It's so fucking off. Dude, get him the fucking pay on the call. Have the sheet ready. They ready to go. This is how much it's gonna charge for the next month on Facebook. I gotta settle it all out. So 15 times whatever, 30 days or 2 weeks, whatever your trial is. So it's 15 times 14. So I need this ready to go. 15 pounds times 14. I need 210 quid ready to go right now. 210 pounds ready to go right now in order to set up the ads for the 14-day free trial if you're doing free trials, which I fucking hate. Don't fucking do free trials. Yeah, man, this ain't a close.
You told me that you're picking your kids from school.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, this ain't a close.
Tomorrow morning, same time.
Okay, I've had enough of it. Yeah, man, like it's good for like reps and stuff like that, but dude, this isn't a close. This is literally like a free trial, free offer, $900 per month client. Like, unless there's receipts or something like that with it, I'm gonna play until the end here, but I don't think this is a close.
Time will be fine.
Okay, so tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I think.
Like, I'm curious if this guy even showed up at 10 a.m. the next day.
All right. So thank you so much. So I'm just gonna send you the calendar invite and the client intake form, and I would really appreciate it if you fill it today.
Okay.
Is that all right, Mike?
No, dude. You make him fucking fill it. If you need the form done and there's a payment on the form and stuff, make him fucking do it on the call, dude. Everything has to be done while you're on there with them, or else they're just gonna fuck right off. They're just gonna leave, which I'm sure that this guy did. You probably never heard of him from him again, but you can correct me if I'm wrong there. But yeah, man, like it wasn't a close at the end. The call is way too short. You didn't go over pain points. There wasn't like a value proposition either. You had no idea how much this guy was making on a month-to-month basis. You don't know what the LTV is of his clients either. Like, I don't know, it's kind of a mess, bro. Dude, you need, if you need more assistance and more help, exactly like this, reviewing these calls, man, you have to get the call reviews that are inside of the classroom. You got to go through the 30K call reviews, or if you need personalized help like this again, Dave, if you want to go through these calls again, get the tech support as well as get the call review support, man. Like, that is going to help you immensely because, dude, this ain't a close. at all. Like, I'm going to be straight up with you and just say that you didn't close this guy. You didn't make any money from him. I don't know why you say you closed a $900 per month client, because I'm sure you never heard from him again. Yeah, man, you got to tell the truth on this one. You got to show receipts and such. But yeah, man, if you need that help, dude, like help like this, it's going to be kind of savage, bro, but like I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you, man. Like this is kind of a mess of a call to be honest, man. But you're still young. You're 16. You're a fucking go-getter. If you're fucking serious, man, about improving and you're serious about making some real money closing, you know where to go. Head into the classroom and go through the 30K call reviews, as well as getting the text, the VIP texter support, as well as getting the call reviews done exactly like this. You're going to become a fucking savage, bro. A fucking savage, where you're collecting payments on the call, and then you don't get ghosted. I'm sure this guy fucking ghosted you as well, but
I know. Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, thank you for your time. See you.
and you're hopping up like, oh, thank you for your time, I'm leaving, kind of thing. Like, dude, you needed to collect either a form or something just to get something out of him. He needed to get a deposit, like something out of him. And even mention, like, especially for free trials, like, hey, we put like 250 quid or whatever into escrow. Like, just mention something like that. We put it on the side as a deposit so that we know that you're serious, and that gets returned to you automatically after like 10 days or 14 days or something like that, and literally just give him his money back. Like, it's going to build out a shit ton of value as well too, and a great testimonial as well. But yeah, man, like, I don't know what else to say on this one, but I this wasn't a close. I like, you have so much potential, especially with these lines of questionings that you did there. You did probably a 5 to 10%, like absolutely like decently well, but then the other like 90 to 95% of the call, man, like, yeah, man, you got to go through those trainings, and you got to go through, dude, get the 30K call reviews, man. Like, literally, you're going and just copy everything that I've done with my calls, dude. You can hear $30,000 go through. There's receipts on there as well, with confirmations too about the closes. So yeah, man, if you really want to level up, I highly recommend you get those, the 30K call reviews. So yeah, man. Yeah, man, post out in the group. I'm going to be posting this in the group, and yeah, man, hope you got some value from it, and I hope that you got some value for those that are watching as well too, and how I work for these call reviews as well. And this is a call review from one of the students that are inside of the Remote Sales 101 community as well, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day as well too, and I hope that you got some value from this.